My favourite emoji has always been the turd. The poo that smiles.
Florence Pugh is best known for her 2014 role as Abby Mortimer in The Falling, which marked her film debut in Hollywood. After this, Florence was given other notable roles like Catherine from the 2016 drama Lady Macbeth, Fighting with My Family, and Midsommar. Florence made additional appearances in the ITV detective series called Marcelum, alongside her starring part in AMC's miniseries The Little Drummer Girl. Most recently, she's acted in her latest upcoming film, Don't Worry Darling, alongside an all-star cast, which features musician Harry Styles and director Olivia Wilde. Do you have a favorite Florence Pugh role as of today? Let me know in the comments. Now, let's rewind a bit. Florence, whose full name is Florence Rose Pugh, was born in Oxford, England on January 3rd, 1996. She was raised in the United Kingdom for the majority of her childhood, where her father served as a restaurateur and her mother was a dance teacher. However, Florence left Oxford with her family to relocate to Spain for 3 consecutive years. The move was a hopeful attempt to treat an ongoing health issue Florence was struggling with, known as tracheomalacia, which is a condition that causes a collapsed trachea, ensuing difficulty breathing. Florence was often hospitalized as a young girl because of it, and has described it as the cause of her deep voice and goose-like laugh. However, this didn't stop Florence from captivating any audience she stood in front of, even as a child. When Florence was 6, she described the feeling of control and power she had on stage for the first time through her entertaining spectators with a northern adopted accent as she complained about varicose veins. When Florence began transitioning into her teenage years, she ran a YouTube channel named Flossie Rose, where she sang covers with an accompanied guitar she self-played. Alongside her talents, Florence attended private schools in Oxford, including St. Edward's and Wychwood, but struggled to excel academically. Florence told the New York Times in 2020, "I don't think I was built for school. I just wanted to perform and make music and make pots." Florence's family was described as very loud and dramatic people who loved being in the spotlight. Florence's 2 older siblings were also actors, and she had 1 additional sibling 7 years younger than her. Florence also had a boyfriend, Zach Braff, who starred in Scrubs. They were fast friends ever since 2018 and were together until August of this year. Florence even made an appearance in Zach's 2019 short film, In the Time It Takes to Get There. Additionally, the two were quarantined together throughout the pandemic and adopted a dog. However, their double-decade age difference brought about much criticism, including Florence's birthday post for Zach, where she had to shut down the negativity. At the time, the actress defended their relationship on her Instagram page when she stated, "I am 24 years old. I do not need you to tell me who I should and should not love. I would never in my life tell anyone who they can and cannot love." The now 26-year-old English actress has again starred in the horror-based film Midsommar and Marvel's Black Widow movie, the mini-TV series The Little Drummer Girl, and even earned herself the title of an Academy Award nominee for her Amy March role in the 2019 adaptation of Little Women. Florence's first movie happened at 17 years old, where she also received a nomination for British Academy's Film and Television Arts Rising Award. Her range in acting has earned her loads of praise in her successful career thus far. While she was still in school during her 17th year of life, Florence participated in an open audition and scored the part of The Falling in 2014. The next year, Florence saw a role in a pilot for an unnamed American TV show, but her negative experiences with production, including one pushing her to lose weight, forced Florence to reconsider her relocation to LA. The show eventually never left the ground though, but the British star's career continued to look up. In 2016, Florence received her Lady Macbeth role and landed a British Independent Film Award for her work. In 2018, we saw Florence appear alongside her future Don't Worry Darling co-star Chris Pine for The Outlaw King, and then again opposite Liam Neeson for the thriller The Commuter. It was in this same year that Florence accumulated more success in the BBC miniseries, paired up with her appearance in the King Lear production. In 2019, we got some of Florence's most notable roles to date, with Midsommar, Fighting with My Family, and Little Women. In 2020, Florence starred next to Scarlett Johansson for the MCU Black Widow film, which originally was supposed to release in 2020, but was delayed until 2021 because of the pandemic. In this, Florence portrayed Scarlett's title character's surrogate sister named Yelena. As of 2022, Florence co-stars with UK-originated musician Harry Styles for Olivia Wilde's upcoming film in Don't Worry Darling. Now, let's discuss all the drama surrounding Florence in Don't Worry Darling and how it pertains to what we've learned so far. The beef stemming from this movie has been constant and the pot has stayed hot. It seems leading star Florence and her former leading opposite Shia LaBeouf just can't stop spilling the tea about their supposedly shady director Olivia Wilde. Wilde. And while one acting member has been a lot more subtle than the other with their own shade, surely it's all been equally as messy. Even the movie stylists are subtly hopping on the drama train nowadays. Still, this hasn't stopped Olivia from attempting to take the heat off the behind-the-scenes riffs to focus conversations around her actual new movie instead. Olivia seemed to hold down the crew for the unveiling of her psychological thriller at Monday's Venice Film Festival, where she was accompanied by her boyfriend and new leading male star Harry Styles, along with other castmates Chris Pine and Gemma Chen. But naturally, people were far more interested in the scandals taking reign over her film. However, Olivia is unimpressed by the rampant speculation and discussed the following during a press conference. For all the endless tabloid gossip and all the noise out there, I mean, the internet feeds itself. I don't feel the need to contribute. I think it's sufficiently well nourished. The feuds in question began with rumors of Florence and Olivia fighting when it was alleged that Olivia was hooking up with Harry while she was still married to her former partner prior to their November split. And then again when it was suggested that the UK actress was making less money for her work than her co-star. Olivia has denied all claims and took to defending herself by alleging that she fired Shia and replaced him with Harry to, quote, keep Florence safe from his competitive behavior. Yet on the opposite end of this, Shia stated that he was the one who quit due to a lack of rehearsal time. He also leaked a video of her to a magazine in August 2020 where Olivia seemed to place the blame on Florence for all their on-set issues. Quote, I feel like I'm not ready to give up on this yet, and I too am heartbroken and want to figure this out. I think this might be a bit of a wake-up call for Miss Flo, and I want to know if you're open to giving this a shot with me. If she really commits and if you guys can make peace, and I respect your point of view, I respect hers, what do you think? Is there hope? Fans of Florence were of course unimpressed by what they considered to be a rudely condescending tone that Olivia used to describe the Brit. However, after only a few months of Shia exposing this alleged video of Olivia about him and Florence, the actor saw a lawsuit against him from his ex-girlfriend FKA Twigs for battery, assault, and emotional distress charges. In light of this, the 79th Venice Film Festival staff shut down any questions regarding Shia at the event, but managed to get Olivia to open up with a flowing speech regarding her leading Brit, who was absent at the time of the press conference but was in place for the movie's premiere. I'm so grateful that she's able to make it tonight despite being in production on Dune. I know as a director how disruptive it is to lose an actor even for a day, so I'm very grateful to her and Dennis for helping us. We're really thrilled we'll get to celebrate her work tonight. I can't say enough how honored I am to have her as our lead. She's amazing in the film. Now, this is where things get a little comical. Fans have since gone wild regarding a clip of Florence enjoying a cocktail, while Olivia insisted the actress had to skip the press conference due to schedule conflicts. Fans have deemed Florence's behavior iconic, and it seems her reportedly mandatory absence gained her some public brownie points. Amid the rumors of their bitter feuding, Florence skipping out on the PC on Monday didn't seem that far-fetched. However, when Olivia was officiating that the British actress was tied up with former filming commitments, Florence was being filmed avoiding the drama to enjoy an alcoholic beverage in a since viral video. As the PC was underway, Florence's stylist Rebecca Corbin-Murray shared footage of the actress strutting around Venice, Italy, donning a stunning purple Valentino set as she made a cheering gesture to the camera with her drink in hand. Meanwhile, Olivia was gushing endless praises for Florence during their public press event. Florence did eventually make her appearance with the cast and Olivia at the Venice premiere as mentioned earlier, but she kept her distance from the director the entire event. So, to bring today's rundown to a close, let's dive a bit further into the stylist getting involved in the mess, and how Florence has seemingly done her best to dodge a public falling out with her director at their latest appearance together. While Olivia has ensured that the tension surrounding the film is nothing but invented clickbait, Florence has chosen not to comment on or refute any of the rumors at all. We saw Olivia land loads of compliments about Florence on Monday when she was asked about the speculation of a falling out. However, this could have merely served as a front for the public, especially because Florence seemed to avoid Olivia like the plague during the premiere. Both the cast and the director were in attendance for the world premiere of Don't Worry Darling, but both Florence and Olivia remained separate, almost seeming as if they never even worked on the same film together. And while the Venice audience erupted into a 4-minute long standing ovation for the film, Florence was seated several spots away from Olivia with teary eyes as she turned away completely from her director. Rather, the Brit faced and later danced with her co-star Nick Kroll. As for the stylist getting involved, both Olivia and Florence's seem to have waded into the drama surrounding the director-actress duo for the film, which has recently received mixed reviews from critics. LA-based stylist Carla Welch, who frequently works with Olivia, appeared to add to the following out speculations when she shared an Instagram story that seemed to directly reference the rumors. Carla wrote, "There's always more to the story." In the same period that the rumored beef was escalating, after Olivia addressed the gossip for the press conference. In the same period that the rumored beef was escalating, after Olivia addressed the gossip for the press conference Florence was absent for. Her cryptic message was followed up by additional Olivia images of her at the festival, including one where Carla helped Olivia style her yellow gown on the red carpet. And if this wasn't wild enough, we also have Florence's stylist, Rebecca Corbin-Murray, who appeared to take her own shots at Olivia when she referred to her client as Miss Flo in an IG post. The apparent swipe at Olivia seemed to be a direct jab at the director, calling Florence that exact name from Olivia's alleged past conversation with Shia, where Olivia made previous claims that she fired the American actor and Shia insisted that he quit. Conclusively, in light of all the messy drama so far, Florence cited a late plane arrival as the reason she was not present at the press conference on September 5th. This was your host Michaela, and I'll see you all again in the next one.